Hi everyone, welcome back to my studio. I left because I thought my baby woke up, but as soon as I got off my live, she had gone back to sleep. And I decided I still feel like painting a little bit, but I decided to just record this instead of going live again. And that way I can share it. Well, because the lives, sometimes I can download them and sometimes I can't. And this way I can just make sure that they get on my permanent profiles for everybody. I'm on YouTube as Abigail Dragonfly Heart Art. I'm on TikTok as Abigail Dragonfly Heart AART, because the other one was taken. Although I have been using this Dragonfly Heart was my massage therapy practice name many many years ago in another lifetime, and then I renamed everything but just changed it to my art practice instead of that when I stopped practicing because of arthritis. So yeah, so I've been using that name for a long time, although I know a lot of people love dragonflies, and I'm definitely not trying to step on anyone's toes or say that I'm the only one who can use it, but I have been using that name for a long time. So anyways, those are some places that you can find my work. Trying to spend more time on this, building community with y'all, and I think that's a really good decision for me. Yeah. One of the reasons it's so good for me is because there's so much uncertainty right now. Like wherever you're coming from ideologically or whatever your beliefs are, everyone is really stressed and worried about the economy, right? And I feel like, I'm gonna keep applying to the jobs I've been applying for, and if I get one, I'm not gonna stop painting. But in the meantime, it's a better use of my time to share my art with you and to work on my art just for myself as well as to share it with you. That's a better use of my time than sitting and worrying. So if you have anything that you want to share with the world, I think now is a really good time to do it, because I think that a lot of people are gonna appreciate that. I know I was just so inspired by all the artists that I came across when I started this journey just as someone more consuming than creating content. And it inspired me so much that it made me want to start creating again. So that's a little about my experience. Yeah. My name's Abby. My name's Abigail, but no one calls me Abigail. Please don't call me Abigail. No, you can. I won't get upset, but it's like very formal. It's not it's not what most people actually call me, but I don't. I think it's kind of funny when people call me that, actually. There we go. I hope that wasn't a mistake, because that was a big decision putting the eye there. I wasn't sure if I wanted to leave that side as a flat space. And I just kind of changed my mind last minute, and hopefully I don't regret it. But the thing with watercolor is you can't undo what you did. And I've mentioned before, but it's worth mentioning again, that that's something I find helpful and challenging about watercolor, is that you have to accept the decisions that you made when you put the brush on the paper. You can't undo them. You can toss away the whole piece of paper, but that's a lot of waste, and you're never gonna finish a piece that way. You have to learn to take what you did, and if you don't like it, you can do things to change the effect of the decision that you made, but you can't undo the decision that you made. So that might sound kind of familiar, like life. You know, it is. There's so much that I get from art. Everyone gets something different, you know. So I'm not trying to speak on anyone else's experience, but that's something that I find really valuable about watercolor as a contemplative tool. Yeah. And it also makes it a challenging medium. So if you are a glutton for challenges, I think I was saved from myself, because that it didn't really work. The paint bled out of the space, so I ended up wiping it off. If you get to it fast enough, you can kind of undo things like that, but not really, because you can still see the hint of green there. So I still have to live with the decision that I made, but I was, in this case, kind of forced to, like I said, there was too much water for that area for the osmotic force to hold it in place, so it spilled out into an area I didn't want it, and the easiest thing to do was to just wipe up that water. It worked partly because that lime green was so light and on top of this orangey yellow that the green is there, but it's not very noticeable. So what I ended up doing is just doing the eyebrow or the top of the ocular ridge, and I think I like that. Whereas I wasn't super happy with what I did. So sometimes you luck out, I guess. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Just when I finish explaining what I think the lesson is, something changes, right? That's not life. Okay. I noticed that when I do these lives, which I just started doing, that I feel, I don't know if it's like a compulsive need to be really chatty or if I'm just excited to have people to chat with because I hang out at home a lot. But I noticed that when I'm just recording, I tend to just kind of zen out the way that I would if I was just painting by myself. But I'm gonna try to remember to look up and chat once in a while. Even though it's easy, it's just easier to remember on a live, to look at the camera and talk about what I'm doing because there are people there messaging me, which is really fun. But like I said, I'm gonna do a mixture of pre-recorded and live videos, and that'll be the best for me for sure. Okay. Well, I hope to see you around next time. I'm gonna wrap it up for today, but yeah, welcome to my studio. This is Abby at Dragonfly Heart Art.